We've all been there. Everything is going wrong in a hunt, your team is falling apart, the monster is out of control, and it feels like defeat is just one card away. But it doesn't have to end that way. With the right strategies, you can turn chaos into control. In this video, I'm going to take you through the ultimate journey of mastering multiplayer in Monster Hunter World. A journey that will turn you from a struggling hunter into a team-carrying hero. From learning how to support your team with heals and traps to mastering the art of controlling the monster, this is your path to becoming the MVP of multiplayer. So, are you ready to start the journey? Let's dive into the first steps. The first step to multiplayer mastery is understanding the importance of support. If you think support is just for healers, you're missing out on one of the most powerful strategies in Monster Hunter World. With wide-range skills, you can turn simple items like potions into team-wide buffs. Every time you heal yourself, your entire team benefits. Imagine a moment when everyone is low on health, and with a single potion, your entire team is ready to fight again. This isn't just a convenience, it's the difference between a wipe and a comeback. But support isn't just about healing. It's also about buffing your team and managing ailments. Demon Powder and Armorskin can be used to increase your team's attack and defense, giving them a crucial edge in tough fights. You can also use wide range to treat dangerous ailments like poison or thunderblight, which can easily lead to a cart if left untreated. Carry Nullberries and Herbal Medicines to quickly remove these debuffs from your team, keeping everyone in fighting condition. The more you focus on buffing and protecting your team from ailments, the more time they can spend dealing damage and controlling the monster. As the backbone of the team, your job isn't just to heal, it's to keep everyone battle ready. A crucial, often overlooked step in multiplayer hunts is weakening monster parts. Using the Clutch Claw. Many hunters forget the Clutch Claw isn't just for wall slams. It can also weaken parts of the monster, such as its tail, head, or legs. Once a part is softened, all follow-up attacks on that part deal extra damage. This might seem like a small boost, but when everyone focuses on weakened parts, the damage quickly stacks up. The sooner you weaken these areas, the faster your team will whittle down the monster's health. And remember, the quicker the hunt, the fewer chances there are to cart. Fewer opportunities for monsters to turn the tide against you. It's a small tactic with huge implications for team success. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsor, Era Jerky. This jerky is over 200 grams of protein and Meowscular Chef approved. If you're feeling a little red barred or bloodied up, just take one quick bite. It'll fix you right up. Now, let's get back to it, hunters. Winning in multiplayer hunts isn't just about surviving. It's about controlling the monster's movements. Trap Lockdown allows you to coordinate shock traps, pitfall traps, and even flash pods to completely dominate the battlefield. Timing is everything here. Don't throw down a trap the second the monster enrages. Wait until your team is ready to capitalize on the opportunity. You want to create long, uninterrupted windows where your team can deal damage safely without worrying about dodging attacks or getting knocked out. But sometimes, traps alone aren't enough. This is where flash pods shine. When monsters take to the sky or perform dangerous charge attacks, a well-timed flash pod can bring them crashing back down, opening up a critical window for your team. Additionally, don't forget the environment. Rocks, vines, and even lava pools can be your allies if you lead the monster into these hazards at just the right moment. The best teams don't just react to what the monster is doing, they dictate the flow of the battle by controlling where and when the fight happens. With traps, flash pods, and environmental controls, you'll have the monster exactly where you want it. Well, Ajax, what about monsters that aren't affected by traps and flash pods? Well, now that we've covered controlling monsters with traps and flash pods, let's talk about a real challenge. Elder dragons and in-game monsters that can't be trapped and are immune to most flash pod effects. For these monsters, you'll need a different approach. This is where yeeting and flinching tactics come in. Yeeting is when you use the Clutch Claw to grapple onto monsters and send them crashing into a wall. This not only deals damage, but also leaves the monster vulnerable for a short period. giving your team a perfect opening for high damage attacks. Another tactic for these trap-resistant monsters is intentional flinching. By using slinger ammo, especially scattershot or crystal burst, you can stagger the monster mid-attack or create a flinch that interrupts the movement. This tactic is especially useful when the monster is about to perform a devastating attack. Scattershot and crystal burst cause small staggers that can buy your team time to reposition or recover. Even though you can't trap these monsters, you can still control the fight by keeping them off balance with these techniques. It's all about finding those critical windows to turn the fight in your favor. Finally, let's talk about maximizing damage opportunities. After setting the stage with traps and healing, it's time to capitalize on damage windows. This is where monster mounting and part breaking becomes essential. Coordinating with a team who specializes in mounting, such as an insect glaive user, allows your team to prepare for massive damage during knockdowns. When the monster is mounted, don't waste time. Focus your team's efforts on setting up for the knockdown. Prepare your strongest attacks, initiate buffs, and be ready to strike the moment the monster falls. And if you're the mounter, make sure to let the team know the monster is about to fall over. Equally important is the concept of part breaking. Focusing on key monster parts like the tail, wings, or head not only weakens the monster but also creates strategic advantages for your team. Slicing the tail limits the monster's range of attack. Breaking the head can stop certain elemental attacks, and breaking legs or wings can reduce mobility. By focusing on breaking parts during key moments like after a mount or during a trap lockdown, you maximize the team's overall efficiency. This isn't just about dealing damage, it's about crippling the monster in a way that makes the rest of the fight easier. This level of coordination and timing is what sets winning teams apart. And a special extra, if you break parts, you get bonus rewards. So there is no downside to spending the time to breaking the parts. Finally, as promised, the bonus strategy. The key to mastering multiplayer hunts goes beyond mechanics. It's all about mindset. Here's how I approach every hunt. I always assume my teammates are better than me. Why? Because it forces me to think about how I can make the team better, rather than focusing on my own performance. This mindset shifts your role from simply dealing damage to supporting and uplifting the entire team. Whether that means healing at critical moments, setting traps to create opportunities, or using items to save a cart, you're thinking about the team's success. The real secret to multiplayer mastery is that it's not just about being the best hunter. It's about being the best teammate. When you're focused on how to support your team, whether by dealing damage, healing, or controlling the monster, you'll see more success in every hunt. This mindset not only makes you a better player, but it also turns every hunt into a team victory. Remember, a team is only as strong as its weakest link, and when you're the one strengthening those links, the entire team becomes unstoppable. Now that you've mastered these cooperative strategies, your team hunts are about to get a whole lot smoother. But what if you're still struggling with carting and surviving those hunts? Even with the best strategies, survivability can be the deciding factor. In my next video, I'll show you how to cart less and stay alive longer, covering key tips to improve your personal survivability. Check it out to make sure you can stay in the fight and support your team to the end. Click here to watch this video, and let's keep hunting smarter in Monster Hunter World.